on this journey of learning bushcraft and wilderness survival. Basically what I do is I read books and I watch videos. I read and listen to what they have to say, and then I take that out and try it. So I'm inviting you to come with me as I try these things out. So you can see when I fail, and we'll go over why I failed, and then you can celebrate with me when we succeed. So if you're just looking for something to get away from the news every now and then, come on and hang out with us. So hit that subscribe, come back and check it out every once in a while and see where we're at. But today we're going to work on some more shelter building, more with the Ozark Trail emergency blanket. We're going to do it better this time than we did last time. And if you haven't watched the last video, which judging by the viewer count you haven't, go back and watch that one. I'll put that link up there. Hold on, we'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to see how this works. So I got a figure 8 with a loop. I think I might want to go the other way because I'm going to try I don't know if this is going to work. I'm trying to put a toggle in there. So hopefully that holds it there. And we'll move on down to the other end. Alright, what I'm trying to do here is basically flip that over. Alright. So I've got a loop here. I'm not going to promise this will work. I've only done this knot a couple times. So if everything in the universe is aligned right now, I can just pinch that. And I'm getting bit by something while I'm doing it. As long as I keep that one on the bottom. Boom. That held. So if you can see that, it's just a loop. You run it right back in around underneath, and as long as this end stays underneath there, it bites itself down. Okay, so that worked. Pow! All right. All right, so as you can see, I have no way of tying that there. So we are going to attempt a press-it knot. All right, so I'm pretty much out of paracord. So I'm going to use my necklace to try to do this knot. I don't want to undo the necklace. So let me see if I can remember how to do this here. So I'm going to keep that Now this isn't going to work real great because you're supposed to use a smaller line for this knot than what you're attaching it to, but I don't have any available. So we're going to make this work. And this is what they call a pressic knot. So you can see it's got the 6 binding lines, so you can slide it, and then when you go to pull it, that's going to be my other problem is I've doubled up this line trying to make it work better, and it's going to move also. So yeah, not the best, but I think we can make it work just for this experiment. So I'm going to slide it a little closer. Drop it down on here. Now that's, you see that's way too long. So I'm going to put a loop in this. And I'm just going to use a stick as a toggle. And we'll tighten that down. And that ought to hold it there. Oh, this is all experimental, guys, so Skeeters get me. All right, let's move on to the next part. All right, so this time I did grab some tent stakes that I had at the house. We're getting somewhere. All right, now let's move back around to the front and see what we got. All right. So instead of a survival blanket, got a contractor's bag this time, or something similar to that. Anyway. I think I got ripped off. That's a tiny little bag. Oh. Well, I could stay out of the rain with this. Get back in here. So either get a bigger one of these contractor bags or carry 2 of them. Yeah, I think I thought this was a contractor's bag I found at the house, but I don't think it is. It's not nearly big enough. But yeah, I could tuck back in here. Now, somebody asked me the other day, said, Cliff, what do you do about bugs when you're out in the woods, and if you're making an emergency shelter and you had to sleep in it, what do you do about bugs? Well, the only thing I know to do about bugs is don't go in the woods, because you're on their home turf at that point. So this is our second attempt at an emergency shelter with the Ozark Trail emergency blanket. And I think the lean-to is a much better design than what I did last time. It was a little more cumbersome to get in and out of with that shape. And this blanket is only 54 inches going that way, so it was not very roomy. And I think this one is easier to set up. I'd like to try to find a few different knots that might make this better, but this works. It might not be optimal, but it'll work. So I'm going to rest for a few minutes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come on back and we'll talk some more.